Okay. Well, welcome and thank you for coming. We're going to be presenting our Crucible showcase. My name is David, and I'll play the role as the actor.
My name is JD and my role is a director.
My name is Zoe, and my role is costume designer.
And my name is Hannah, and I was the production stage manager. And we are What's in a
What's in
What's
the
in a
Name?
name?
name? Arthur Miller was one of America's greatest playwrights, known for telling powerful stories about truth, identity, and justice. Born in 1915, he lived through the Great Depression, World War II, and the Red Scare, a time when Americans were accused of being communist, often without evidence. In 1953, Miller wrote The Crucible, a historical drama based on the real Salem witch trials of 1692. But it was also a bold response to what was happening in his own time, a warning about mass hysteria and political fear. The play follows John Proctor, a farmer who tries to expose the truth as his town descends into chaos. Young girls, led by Abigail Williams, falsely accuse others of witchcraft, and the fear spreads like wildfire. As lies pile up, innocent people are jailed and even executed. In the end, Proctor chooses integrity over survival, a powerful stand in a world where truth is under attack.
So why exactly did we choose the Crucible? This play guides us through the universal themes of fear, paranoia, and the dangers of unchecked powers during the Salem witch trials.
To present the Crucible towards the audience, it's important to remember what Arthur Miller was trying to share and teach. In the modern day setting, this witch hunt style of condemning people without evidence or mass hysteria alludes a lot towards the cancel culture we see now today. This modern witch hunt is cancel culture, and it shows that there's a lot of power behind the words we say. Um, it used to be until innocent until proven guilty, but now sometimes we see that that might not be the case. Um, this message of the Crucible is a warning towards this cancel culture, and is a perfect example of what happens when a society is exposed to it.
For our production of The Crucible, we are proposing a picture frame stage with like a rotating little circle on it. Um, it's similar to the set of Hamilton that is pictured up in the top right. A revolving stage will provide us with a dynamic experience to increase the dramatic effect of the play. It will help us create a faster paced show to keep the audience members hooked as it aids in seamless transition between scenes. A revolving stage can also promote a more intimate environment for the actors on stage. It can allow a moment to be more drastic as the dialogue changes from intense to more emotional. We chose this type of space to allow us the freedom of pacing, as well as the freedom of making the show more dynamically visual to the audience.
So one of the actors I chose to present was John Proctor. John Proctor stands as the most complex and probably the most well-developed character in the Crucible. He's the protagonist, but he's a deeply flawed protagonist. He has internal struggles that eventually come back to kind of bite him at the end of the play. The crucial turning point for Proctor is actually in Act Three. The courtroom scene forces him to confront the mistakes that he's made and kind of paints him in a bad light. Um, his confession, though meant to expose Abigail's deceit, backfires and eventually kind of leads to sealing his own fate to death. However, he does have a kind of a redemption arc at the very end where he decides to choose to still not fall victim to this mob of lies, and he takes it to his death that he was never a witch, and that stand for integrity is what redeems him in the end. Um,
Now the set and props were specifically made with minimalistic ideas in mind. meaning that you only had what you needed to survive day by day. So, like a simple bed, chair, desk, maybe a bookshelf, but nothing that was considered flashy or unnecessary in order to like go through your whole day. And this is reflecting the Puritan society's focus on practicality and the religious austerity. Other props on the set are the crucifix, widely used through the whole production. It's a symbol of religious faith representing a character's conflict between faith and doubt. And having all this stuff blending well together creates the iconic production showing us both the Puritan side and the women who were on trial.
Costumes in The Crucible aren't just clothes. They help bring 1692 Salem to life and reveal the characters' values, status, and inner conflict. The play is set in a strict Puritan society, so costumes are simple, modest, and somber. Think earth tones, black, gray, and brown, with high necklines, lines, long sleeves, and little to no decoration. This reflects the Puritan belief in humility and the suspicion of vanity. Men wear wool coats, breeches, and wide-brimmed hats. Women wear long dresses with aprons and bonnets to cover their hair. Even children are dressed like miniature adults, reinforcing the society's seriousness. But the costumes also serve a deeper purpose. They show how characters are trapped by rigid expectations. No color, no individuality. Just like in the courtroom scenes, appearances become a mask and truth hides behind layers of fabric. In The Crucible, even what you wear can speak volumes.
Lighting is a very crucial part of a show like The Crucible. As we consider the serious themes of truth, reputation, integrity, and consequence, we must consider the emotional impact these emotions have um, on the scene. Lighting is an excellent way to contribute to the emotions of a show. Lighting controls our point of view of an environment around us. It can trigger different emotional responses in our brain. It's the reason why we are told to open the curtain or blinds when we wake up, or why we sleep better in a darkened room with little to no light. These environments send signals to our brain. With these facts in mind, we propose harsh, low, moody lighting to add to the portrayal and airiness of the play. Harsh lighting provides a sense of shadows and reminds us of the harsh reality of the Salem witch trials. It also allows the audience and the actors themselves to truly feel the serious nature of the witch trials and the hysteria as it unfolds.
The showcase scene that we collectively agreed upon using was the courtroom scene in Act 3 that David had previously mentioned. This is a pinnacle moment in the production where everything gets thrown onto the table for everyone to see, leading to some big twists and surprises, not only for John Proctor, but for other characters as well.
In the courtroom scene of The Crucible, the tension is thick, and the costumes make it even more powerful. The judges wear dark, imposing robes, symbolizing authority and fear. The girls, in plain, modest dresses and bonnets, look innocent, but their lies carry deadly weight. John Proctor, in rough, work-worn clothes, stands out. He's honest, flawed, human, and surrounded by a system that's blind to truth. The costumes don't just reflect the time period, they reveal who has power and who's about to lose everything.
In Act 3 of the Crucible, in this courtroom scene, everything's unraveled, like we said. This is the moment where John Proctor has the opportunity to be the protagonist, to be the hero, and expose Abigail. But it turns out that that was only the beginning of his demise, to where he was exposed, and this level of hysteria escalated so much to where it led him to his own death. Um, as actors portraying this scene, it's important to recognize what Arthur Miller was trying to show, which is this power and this horrible, vile deception that hysteria can lead to. And of course, the power of integrity, the power of honesty, and what it could have prevented. Act 3 is the breaking point, and it shows that fear is a powerful tool and can be used to subject people. And that at the end of the day, the truth is such a free.
We, in conclusion, we Um, we really feel that the Crucible can um, really help us remember those lessons that we were taught when we were children about kindness and about um, remembering that not everything that you hear is true. Um, Once again, we believe that this show really reflects some of the patterns that we see in our society now. Um, and seeing them unfold on stage will be a great reminder to us all of the cost of everything that um, the truth is. We would just like to leave our little like metaphor that we've made for this show. It's our little tagline. Um, the crucible is the price of silence and the cost of truth. We're so grateful for the opportunity we've had to um, work together as a group and to put out a creative effort to uh, experience our skills and the things that we love about theater and we love about this show in particular and all the things that it can teach us. Um, we are open to questions and we would love to answer any that you have. Thank you so much for your time.